Picture, an official report of the United States Army, produced for the armed forces and the American people.
That was the Battle of the Argonne Forest, and only just beginning. It's been that way for 3 whole days and 3 nights. Cut off from the battalion, with no food, no water, no ammo, no nothing. Then that last barrage lifted, and I started crawling around, looking for the rest of the patrol. You know what? There wasn't any. What was left of them, if there'd been any, had all been pulled back. I was all alone. I look around, and that place was just a-popping with Germans. All of a sudden, it seemed like the whole of the Kaiser's army was out just to get me, and all of them yelling for me to surrender. Well, I started looking for a clip. Oh, gee, Rushy, there wasn't any. I got so sore, I forgot to be scared. Then I grabbed for a hand grenade. I pulled the clip, hauled back, and let her go. You know what? Every darn one of them come running out with their hands up over their head, yelling, "Comrade! Comrade!" Must have been a whole regiment. A battalion. Couple of hundred, anyway.
Well, that was World War I, the Battle of the Argonne. At least that's the way Grandpa recalls it. Perhaps he has stretched the truth a little bit. After all, refighting the old battles has been one of man's favorite conversational topics since the Stone Age. We must remember that it is a highly competitive pastime. And now let me interrupt just long enough to introduce myself. I'm Sergeant Stuart Queen, bringing you another in our series, The Big Picture. Today you will see the Battle of Salerno, a glowing chapter from our military history. Another reason, too, for that pride which makes the old battles a treasured source of memories among all men who have served the nation. But now, let's return to Grandpa and his captive audience.
A tight corner, eh? I'll say. What did I do? I'll tell you what I did. I picked up that empty rifle of mine just as if she was loaded, and I started herding them prisoners into a single file. Maybe you think I wasn't scared. Come on, you, I yell. Come on, you. Get 'em up. Keep moving. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on, come on. Yeah, I mean you. Hold up. You.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Pop. You're not at it again. Hi, Tommy. On the level now, how many Germans was it this time?
Go on. Go ahead. Poke fun. All the same, that was a man's war. None of your cream puff fighting with fancy machines to do the job. Cold steel and bullets, that's what we used. I was in a war.
You were in a war? Well, now, isn't that something? Where do you suppose I was? At a taffy pole? Have you ever heard of Salerno?
Salerno?
And we had to clean up North Africa before we ever got to Salerno.
Salerno? Oh.
Well, go ahead and laugh. Maybe I'd be laughing, too, if I hadn't been there. Salerno. I bet most of us have never even heard the name.
Some facts and figures you don't forget, ever. This was September 9th, 1943. The hour? Call it H hour. Some facts and figures you don't forget, ever. This was September 9th, 1943. The hour? Call it H hour. was Salerno. And what a no-welcome committee. The worst poured down from those mountains beyond the beaches. Onto the beaches and punched on into the narrow Salerno plain behind them. That was D-Day and the night that followed. Our goal was Naples, but those mountains stood between. From them, enemy observation could spot every try we made for the foothills. Armor tearing down. We were doing some tearing too, and units were breaking through. Remember the kids' game King of the Mountain? Well, that's what this was, but for keeps. Down below, we had a pal. The Navy was landing haymakers up into those hills. The enemy began to move in the troops that Monty's 8th had chased out of Sicily. But we were doing a little moving in ourselves, and every hour we were getting more of the things we needed to keep the show on the road. Sinews of war, that's what speechmakers call it. The same as muscle, and in our slugging match, we sure could use plenty of it. We were a going business, but setting up shop calls for real precautions. Maybe the tenants who moved out don't like you. These didn't, so we were mighty careful when we tidied up. Anyone who wasn't careful was likely to be sorry for it, if he was lucky. Just to keep from going soft, the engineers were taking time out from work to fight, and from fighting to work. The stuff that began to move over their roads made them the prettiest sight this side of US 1. Back of the beaches, a lot of equipment had to be written off. The Germans weren't letting anybody forget that they had firepower up in their hilltops. Those same gunners were having themselves a high old time holding down our use of the airstrips. We had two of them. One in a town called Montecorvino had been captured by the British. Our engineers built the other. Until we knocked off those guns, real air support had to come from Sicily or Navy carriers. But worse, those guns were costing us men. An ancient Greek temple had become a clearing station. And those nurses, some of them on the beaches before the end of D-Day, worked round the clock, treating and helping to evacuate the wounded. We stopped thinking about Naples. Only roads and hills with numbers, and towns that had names hard to pronounce. Battipaglia was one of the toughest to take too. But we had to, because it was a railroad junction and straddled the two best highways in the area. Reasons were that made a town important to us, the same reasons made it important to the enemy. And so those towns kept changing managements. We'd go in, get pushed out, and then have to go in all over again. And of course, worst were the ones up in the foothills. Up in the mountains with units circling backward and forward, you never knew who you'd meet up with. Sometimes it might be friends. A patrol could be a few yards away from an enemy hilltop, as the crow flies, not being a crow, still be miles away. Those were the miles that had to be bought, and the price was high. It was going to go higher. For now, the Nazis were readying an all-out counterattack. From the north, he rushed his best divisions, seasoned Grenadier Panzers, the veteran Hermann Goering Division. He'd smash us, hurl us back into the sea. We had eyes that could look down and see him building that powerhouse drive. And we kept him off balance wherever we could. The Nazi kept on plowing up our two airstrips and tried to pull down our carrier-based air power wherever it was flown in. Then he uncorked that Sunday punch. He threw in everything, and everything still included guns hammering down on us from above. We had hardware of our own. Blocked that Sunday punch and let go a few of our own. We'd blast away at those mountains, then go in and take over. But it never got monotonous. The enemy's punch began losing its steam, but he was in there slugging, and every foot of ground was costing us manpower. Any shelled-out ruin might conceal a machine gunner or a sniper. A pile of rubble made neat cover for a Nazi, handy with a grenade. Any shelled-out ruin might conceal a machine gunner or a sniper. A pile of rubble made neat cover for a Nazi, handy with a grenade. But by now, we knew the counterattack had failed. Hitler had lost his chance to sweep us out of Italy. There was a message saying just that to every officer and enlisted man in our 5th Army. One little phrase hit it right on the head. "We are here to stay," said Lieutenant General Mark W. Clark.
Cream puff war, huh?
Oh, don't get me wrong. Of course it was rough. All wars are. But shucks, you was talking about one measly little week. Now, you take the Argonne.
1 week, he calls it. 1 measly little week. Why, man, this fight was only just beginning.
Alrighty, everybody. We are live here on Mortain for this matchup between 9th Panzer and Exodus. Hopefully you enjoyed the little video. We got there's a whole bunch of collections out there on archive.org about World War II films just like that. And, of course, they're all just available to the public now, well beyond the copyright restrictions, which as a YouTuber you have to worry about so much. But yes, on Mortain tonight for this Winter War League matchup between these two teams. And Mortain can be a little bit difficult to cast sometimes. As we all know, it's got the foliage can be tricky. We're actually going to turn the brightness up just a smidgen to 140, I believe. It can be... I'm going to try to get some good action shots, but you never can be too sure. It's tough. It really is. Had a difficult time catching some good plays the last weekend between 508th and L201 on the middle point of the chapel. And then the other day on the pub stream when it came to Hill 314 being the middle point. But we're going to try. We're going to try. And the ball drop comes on in. Let's see how each side is loading out. We have the light tank, the medium Sherman. I always forget, you know, I cast a lot of games. It can be easy to forget which side I'm currently on at the moment. But thank you for joining me, everybody. I'm your host, Smithers, for the next 90 minutes or so. Which should be a good matchup. Both these teams have a very powerful roster. And Mortain is known for tankers not having the greatest of times amongst all the shrubbery and trees and hedges. No doubt we're going to see a whole bunch. You do have a transport truck going around the far border. Uh-oh. Way out there. They make it back in time. Okay. It looks like the Puma's right up here, though. Pumas is what I mean with the casting. It's not the easiest, but we're trying. Puma's going on through B-plug. And most of the truck gets taken out. Fox Squad's still alive, though. Raspberry's well prepared for that. 4th point is forward medical aid station for the Allies. And then for the Axis, they've destroyed a German convoy up there to the north. We're going to try and have some fun with this. Never know what kind of surprises will come up to. SPA is alive and well. Had the Brumbar over there to the top left. The 105 for the Allies. Don't see it exactly. Got the recon tank down there to the bottom left. The Stewie did get taken out over here in the hard camp. Good opening cap battle by these two sides. The hard point, the Blueberries are able to stay on the perimeter down to the southwest. Obviously, the Axis control the high ground. Nemo, Ranger, Vengeance up on the very top. Nope, nope, not for that much longer. I mean, the Allies know to watch out for that cliff edge. Shouldn't see MGs be able to get too much action up there tonight. Panzer IV is taking a little bit of a beating. They begin to back up down below us. Rodriguez fires a long-range rocket. Ricochets off the front of the P4. Let's see if Rodriguez has another one. He sure does. Rodriguez. Gonna go for it. Rodriguez! Oh, falls a little bit short. One more rocket maybe for Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Oh, no. Dies again. And the rocket will land right there on the road. Cap progress going back in favor of the Axis. Front line looks pretty stable. Blueberries trying to load more down there into the circle. They have the 75 pushing on forward. They may have gotten the intel that the Panzer IV is heavily damaged. Borat, Jones, and Boss Sox looking for that Panzer IV, but the Panzer IV has backed up into safety behind that building. And they are repairing, and they're going to be good to go here momentarily. And the Allies begin to get some camp progress back. Hey, we got a little bit of camp battle. Love to see that. Flaming Bear Wolf, who I incorrectly called Flaming Bear Waffle, in the height of the other match the other day. Here tonight with the AT loadout. One recon tank gets destroyed in the hard camp. I believe that was a Puma, eliminating a little bit more cap weight for the Axis. Cap continues here, heading towards the 8-minute mark. Now we have seen, I think the longest cap we've had on SmithersCast was 21 minutes, just to give everyone a little bit of perspective. I have no idea if they could break that record tonight, but we'll see. There was a 19 opening minute cap battle between Revenant and Taco on Carrington Canal Crossing. That was a sight to see for sure. Gorlami the Claw snipes Tennessee down there below. Tennessee doesn't survive in the trench, and just like that, 9th PZ has gotten a little bit of momentum here. Panzer IV is all prepared and good to go for another round to the north. So 2 P4s and a Brumbar over there to the back. I'm losing. Oh, no, I don't think they even have SPA. No, they don't. Okay, the Allies don't have anybody to crew it. But no SPA for the Allies. We can have SPA for the Axis, though. Explosion happens here in the hard camp, but that was another Puma. 2 Pumas lost for the Axis, and hey, the Allies start to get a little bit of cap weight on. Panzer IV rolling down below. Panzer IV should see that transport truck head. Yes, they do. Nice little spread here. Donnie Danko, Ghost over there to the left. Ghost is on the very far perimeter down here to the south. Just check it out. Everything around the church, make sure everything's okay. See, Ghost? You didn't die, buddy. You're alive on stream. At least for right now. Ghost looking for a new spot to put the outpost, potentially. Donnie Danko to the back. Cap still teeter-tottering back and forth. Mr. Goodhouse and Ritz over here amongst the trees. Remember, all these blueberries down here beyond the 5 grid, everybody. The blueberries and raspberries are out of sector. So for those new players watching on this during this free weekend, keep that in mind whenever you're losing or capping a point. Where you are on the map and whether you're in sector or not. Keep that in mind. Can really help your team in the end. General Rock build, 3 right there to our left, and Milk coming out forward. And the Exodus begin camping again. That'll be Exodus. Exodus versus 9th PZ. Sherman 75 takes the first shot. I think they begin to back up. Rocket comes to aid him. No, 2 rockets come to aid him, but Sam sees 1 rocket ricochets off the front of it. Sherman 75 backs up. War Ads is gonna jump out of repair. So is Boss Sox. See if they could do a NASCAR pit stop, sort of repair here, and get right back at the P4. Cap progress goes back in favor of the 75 is lost, and that's a big chunk of cap weight right there in the circle. And the Panzer IV pushes up, and they're going to have commanding control, at least for the moment, although the first 76 and should be called up momentarily over there to top HQ, sitting at 615 fuel. The next 75 is over there to our top left. Yep, there's the first jumbo 76. And that just may give the Axis enough weight here to secure the opening cap. Oh, the Brumbar lands to the left. $118 left to go, and we should see our first cap here in just a second. There we go. Alrighty. After a nice 12-minute opening cap battle, Exodus comes out on top. Panzer IV begins to push west. Garrison network for the Alliance looks very, very solid. Now, for those of you coming from free weekend, yes, you're probably struggling with outposts and garrisons in places to spawn. In competitive Hella Loose, though, you don't see those sorts of issues. There's always some type of spawn points available. Panzer IV gets taken out down below. The medium 75 came in from the north, rolled on down to the southeast. And now they are in charge. We do have a Tiger, though, that's not that far away at all. Brumbar still lobbing rounds to the back. Allies begin to get some cap weight on him. Remember, the Sherman 75 is in the circle now as opposed to the previous Panzer IV. Another Panzer IV coming over here to the hard cap. Oh, no, that's a Tiger. Okay. Tiger coming over to the hard cap. Another P4 should be coming out of top HQ in just a moment. As the heavies, as we all know, take a 10-minute cooldown now. Gone are the days, those wonderful, wonderful days, where we used to see 3 or 4 heavies push forward to cap a hard point. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I'm going to miss those. Hopefully, maybe they'll bring it back in the future. Maybe they will. That'd be nice to see. Maybe they'll come out with a mode where it's just make up your own rules. That'd be nice. How many heavies do you want max? Nice customization. Tiger rolls up, going to get 1 shot in the medium 75. 75 backs up in time, is able to avoid the shot from the Tiger. Noisy medic. Snafu, Kremlin, Gremlin. bombing run called in, actually. This will be an Allied bombing run going south to north. Not too sure if it got that much, it seemed, but it's cap progress still coming in for the Allies. Cap progress stalls, goes back in favor of the Axis. Tiger's in a nice commanding position. Who do we got in this Tiger? We have Mats and Deathface here. Rain begins to fall. We have one little backline shenanigan from Sugar Squad down there to the south, but it doesn't seem... There's the recon. They're going to need some supplies. Recon vehicle going on to the back. Do they have a squad lead inside the recon? No squad lead. We have Dylan and Pickle Rick circling around down to the south. And we hear the 20mm cannon from Deluxe going off. Oh, we have a medium and the 76 on the 76 is just on the border of the circle. Remember, this is a big part of tank awareness, is to where they are on the map. Sometimes in competitive Hella Loose matches, you see that. Oh, what was that? Was that a leg that flew over? But sometimes you see the tanks just on the outside of the circle in a critical moment. And they don't go inside, and it kills me. Oh, it kills me when I don't see it. This time, the Jumbo and 75. Oh, the 75 did get taken out by the Tiger. Okay. So the 76 is still up, launching in there. Tiger is burning. They're trying to back up. Tiger takes one shot from the 76. We have a nice little duel here. I don't think the Tiger's going to be able to get out of dodge, and 76 should knock him out. And... oh, there we go. Nice wait. Yeah, I think the gunner waited until the Tiger was flat on the ground and was able to get the solid Baba Badooey. The Tiger. All right, the Axis will have a little bit of momentum here. We have artillery strikes coming around to the back. We have a recon vehicle and a Luke's up there to the north trying to hold back the infantry. Tex D's, Tierney. Panzer IV gets clapped down to the south, so the 76 mops up both a heavy and a medium. Oh, hold on, we got a Puma over here to the back of the 76. Oh, the Puma, okay. 3 tanks now for the Jumbo crew. Polonium, we and Big Stu. Although we got Tierney over there to the right. Tierney stuck on through. Tierney did get the satchel on. I don't... no, oh, there it is right there, the track. Oh, Tierney takes advantage of the chaos and is able to get the 76. We'll go Baba Badooey here in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Tierney sits back with a big smile on the face. Cap progress comes in on 476, gets destroyed. We have the raspberries over here in the middle of forward medical aid station. 9th Panzer Division calls back reinforcements. Rocket comes into another Puma. I mean, Exodus doing a fantastic job of using these free tanks and the cheap tanks, if you will, to maneuver throughout the map. Exodus still does, or 9th Panzer Division does have 1, 2, 3, 4 garrisons up and ready to go. Nothing in the red sector. All of this is Exodus controlled. I'd like to see 9th Panzer get maybe a deep garrison down to the south, just to be able to have something else up. Cap progress stalls. Vengeance over here into the hard cap. About to go up against Flaming Bear Wolf. No, Flaming Bear Wolf. Back and forth they go. Oh, Flaming Bear Wolf sinks the shot. Airhead called in right into the middle of the hard cap. Should be picked up by the Allied infantry. Big Daddy Bimpin, or Bimson. And Flaming Bear Wolf. Airhead. Proxy satchel goes off. Oh, come on. Somebody says to see that, right? Somebody sees it. Parachute land. Okay, Flaming Bear Wolf coming up. And... hold on. Grenade. 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 Overshoots. Strafing run. Oh, buddy, no. It takes out both of them. Oh, no. Oh, no, buddies. Okay, we got Rodriguez here. Rodriguez. Flaming run with the rocket. Okay, all right. Oh, man. Oof. Rodriguez. Okay, but a good backup system for the airhead. That was all. If I zoomed in a little bit too close, obviously it looked a lot worse than it actually was. But Rodriguez and Shocker come in as backup, make sure everything's okay. Very nice strafing though by the Axis commander. Garrison over here to the rears goes warm. One Raspberry coming over by. Airhead called in by 9th Panzer over there to the northeast. And trust me, that 76 is not going to be the first 76 we see satchel tonight, everybody. No doubt there will be more. Precision strikes are ready to go for both sides. Baker squad waiting in the rears for the airhead to land. Thunderbird waits. Nice underhand toss by Thunderbird, as you can tell. He's been practicing that for a long time. And Thunderbird comes away with no risk whatsoever. Gonna head on forward to the front line after a job well done. Solid garrison and outpost network north to south. Remember, Mortain offers so many spots for backline shenanigans. And I won't be surprised if 9th Panzer Division sends more bodies around the far southern part of the map. Maybe a recon tank with an SL, a Jeep, supply truck, any of that kind of stuff. To get some more action going down there. Plenty of spots to high garrisons. Plenty. Recon team over here to the rears. Spotting the Commander Percante in this transport truck. May take him out or hold their fire to find out what he maybe put up there. Recon Flare is going to show 2 tanks up here to the north. May see an Allied Peace Strike. We'll try to keep an eye out to the top left of our screen. And for those of you just joining me, I'm your host tonight, Smithers, for this Winter War League matchup between 9th Panzer Division and Exodus here on Mortain. This is a competitive Hella Loose matchup for those of you that are coming in from free weekend. If you're interested in competitive Hella Loose, be sure to check out the link in the Discord, link in the video description. It's a Discord where both PC and console teams come together as one to recruit players from all around that are interested in trying out the competitive world. So far in tonight's matchup, we have seen one capture, a good 11-minute opening camp battle between the two teams. Going obviously to the Axis. And now they're slowly gaining some ground and pushing westward here. But the 9th Panzer Division holding the line pretty well. And the Panzer IV comes over to the back of the medium. Rockets coming over there to the left, though. And the Panzer IV gets themselves a nice medium takedown. And so that death face doing a solid job. Couple banana berries down to the south. The rain begins to pick up a little bit. Axis cleaning out their front line. Next 76 up here moving forward. Panzer IV. Or sorry, 75 over there to the top of our screen. And the momentum is shifting in favor of Exodus. Nemo Ranger. Let's see what kind of view Nemo Ranger has. Oh, maybe not. A little bit camera shy. Got the Panzer IV, and look at this Panzer IV's view. Oh. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Got a little bit of disruption there from the foliage, but besides that, as long as the Bible Swan, Twisted, and Warfighter get some marks, they should be able to help out the infantry a whole bunch, push forward. A little bit of blueberries to mop up down there in front of forward medical aid station, but for the most part, it's okay. The Allies need some spawns down here, everybody. They're just missing something. Because look at this. I mean, Exodus is leaving a lot of open real estate here in the back of F column that could easily be used to put up a garrison. Panzer IV holds, and the Tiger will as well down below us. Oh, now doesn't this Tiger look badass? Oh, now that's a badass picture. That's going to be a thumbnail. Spectre, anti-tank Frank and Sprite with a great view. And they're going to keep pumping those shells to the west, everybody. We got a Stewie, a medium 75. The 76 is, okay, down here to north of medical aid station. Raider approaching Vengeance in just a moment. Raider, oh, Vengeance loses the fight. Peace strike called in right here on oof, yeah. Okay, 76 had moved on down the road to SBA round. War round Jones, Boss Sox. Back up a little bit here. Another SBA round. Now we have seen SBA rounds take down heavies. I think the heavy needs to be a little bit damaged first before that will take effect. All clear and good to go though for the Axis. 1 P4 coming over here, swinging behind the Jumbo 76. No. They turn a little bit too quickly. Jinja Squatch may be able to get a rocket to the back. Yes, he does. And the Panzer IV may turn right into the Jumbo. Jumbo turns. Panzer IV slides. And no, the Jumbo fires short. The Panzer IV should have another chance at life. Panzer IV swinging around. Oh no, Jumbo catches him. Another P4 though appears. Rocket. I think the Jumbo. More rockets. Jumbo still okay. They're front facing. Don't think the P4 is going to have another round. And nice rocket support. Ginger Squash, Bomb come to the aid of their buddy. And the Jumbo has a little bit easier time taking down the Exodus Panzer IV. Already. Front line disaster avoided. And now the line's beginning to stabilize a little bit better. Recon tank over here to the back. Dylan and Pickle Rick having a grand old time in the B column looking for spawn points. But remember, everybody, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button real quick if you could, please. P-Strike called in to Hill 314 up to the top. This is coming in from west to east. It's going to be up here to the north on the Tiger. Trying to get over there in time. No! And the guy, Procante, nails it. Oh, man, that was very nice. Yeah, the Tiger's super exposed up there and makes it just oh so sweet. Taking him out there from on top of the cliff. Oh. Obviously a little difficult with all the... To get a really good angle on the Tiger getting destroyed with everything around it. Mercante, no doubt. Feels good about that one. Over here to the back, though, we do have another P4. P4 hunting for enemy tanks. But the Jumbo 76 is down to the south. 75 over there to the left, coming on forward from the top HQ. Panzer IV takes a rocket from Jax. Jax may be able to knock it out. Jax gets one more in. Panzer IV swings. No, Jax taken out by the artillery round. Bible Swan, Twisted and Warfighter will continue on here. Recon tank up to the north, another garrison spawn wing. Do have a transport truck to the rears, Commander Percante. Now, Commander Percante may run into the Lukes, unfortunately. Modelo time, and I hate Mortain. The tank. Let's go check out the bottom part of the map, everybody. Oh, hold on. Front door casualty somewhere. The 76 is still alive, though. Over here on the southern part, not really seeing too much action in the 8 grid. We did see the transport truck, but Commander Percante will need supplies, unfortunately. Won't be able to do much by himself without a good supply drop. But in Mortain, you should see... You have a good chance of sneaking a supply drop somewhere around there. Ghost. Mastodon over there to the right. His buddy. Oh my god, smash that. Bleeds out over there to the right. Ghost holds the position. Mastodon goes over there. Tyrannical. Donnie Danko. Luke's can be heard down below. Percante is heading up here into this middle of the F column. No radar coverage there. 9th Panzer Division has shifted up some of their spawns over here to the front line. Obviously, in a match like this, you got to make sacrifices in your radar coverage. Exodus, or sorry, I may be getting the teams confused, but Exodus has shifted over their spawns over here to the west side of the E column. Commander Percante calls a supply drop over there in F4. Luke's rolls on forward, taking rocket shots from Tyrannical and Akers. Not letting that Luke's get really any too far in the back line, but the front door suddenly is wide open, ladies and gentlemen. A big a decent little chunk of raspberries starting to make their way to the hard cap. Rodriguez over here on the front line. Gets gunned down by Fuzz. Fuzz, Tex, Lucas. Going to make their way into the circle. Tinsy, wincy, bit of cap weight begins to come on in. Fuzz wipes Rodriguez yet again. Look at a POV of Fuzz. Oh, Garlami sinks a shot from across the rocks. Percante by the supply drop. Oh no, Baker Squad found him. Thunderbird hunts him down. And Percante will be sent back to the redeploy screen. Have to go all the way back. Oh, Percante. Down to the south, we see a few more SLs, Love and Sugar. We have Ghost, and then we have Temu Vengeance. Front door looks solid. It was bending a little bit, but 9th Panzer Division fills in the gap. We have a Tiger up to the north. Panzer IV, Sherman 75, and a Sherman 76. Another 76 coming in from the top left HQ. So far, Axis Commander is 0 for 1 on P strikes. LA Commander 1 for 1. Another round into the 75. It's going to back up here. Going to keep going. Airhead landing to the very top corner of F3, everybody. Long-range rocket falls a little bit short from Brad's. Yeah, with the heavier rain falling, it's going to be obviously tough on the armor crews to see out that far. Tiger's in pretty much the same position, though, as it was destroyed before. Going to give Commander Bracante another chance at the Peace Strike, no doubt. Yeah, Baker Squad all over yet again. Good ears by Baker Squad. Thunderbird. Got the support of the P4 and another airhead attempt. 800 manpower. Goes down the drain. Well, I mean, I don't mean to say that negatively. You got to take a chance with the airheads. See if the enemy's paying attention. But here you may want to think about an airhead down to G6 or something. Or sorry, F6. As the enemy has proven. Now, I mean, I don't think Percante will drop a third one back there. People like Thunderbird have a pretty good ear for those. Three tanks up to the north. Axis armor crews just having a grand old time. They don't really have to worry about satchellers up here. They don't have any radar coverage. So if somebody were to sneak through, they would have a pretty easy time. But these tankers feel pretty confident. They got the infantry down below. They got a garrison OP over there. And they're just pumping rounds. Rounds landing. You know, with the two Panzer IVs there, they can almost do a triple tap if they're able to get the perfect shot, if they're able to get the intel on him, where exactly it is. Rads gets one shot with the rocket. Then the Jumbo 76 takes out the Tiger to the top, everybody. Oh my gosh, nice shooting there by the Jumbo crew. Now they are a little exposed to the sides, but the Panzer IVs would have to have pretty good line of sight. Snipes arrow, claw. Claw's gonna lie low on bandage real quick. 276 is now up to the north versus 2 P4s. Eesh. I mean, the 2 P4s, if they can angle it, if they can manage to work together here and do a quick succession of double taps, it could, I mean, it could work out for him, but one P4 did get destroyed, I believe, actually. And once again, it's hard to tell what's going on up here. The terrain doesn't actually favor casters that well. Now Twisted, and so you got a support box being dropped, and Twisted will hammer away and build that repair station. Okay, the Panzer IV relocated down to the south. Okay, we have 3 P4s on the board for Exodus. And we have the Brumbar over here to the back, and we are gonna have what looks to be, I'm assuming, Spectre, another Tiger up to the north for Exodus. But man, if the P4s can roll forward at just the right time, then you could see a beautiful orchestrated triple tap on a heavy. I mean, it could be a work of art. It really could. Patton down below, holding. Got a little bit of infiltration here on the front line. Nothing too serious as of yet. Jumbo 76 relocating over here to the front of forward medical aid station. Milk gets gunned down by Tyranny. Go take a look at 4, see how serious it is. Where are we? Oh, we're down below. Okay. And the Raspberries are inside the tents. Panzer IV comes into the circle. And 9th Panzer Division responds with a blueberry wave down here to the southeast. Rodriguez gets blasted by the recon tank. Puma. Oh, Puma gets devastated there by Akers. And Exodus. Okay. 9th Panzer Division brings back more over there to the left. Panzer IV cruising around, but we've seen pretty damn good AT discipline from 9th Panzer tonight. Won't be surprised if we see this Panzer IV get fried. Just like that. Raider fires another rocket over there to the left and nails the Raspberry wing. A little bit of bushwhacking. Very good map control here by Exodus. We do have the commander over here to the rear, Percante, giving it another shot. Now this is where, of course, the team could really try to take advantage of the situation when they're down 2-3. When the enemy, it looks like they're pushing way out of sector. Panzer IV coming up there to the north. Oh, the Panzer IV. Sneaking up behind the Jumbo. Panzer IV. They clap one up there to the north. Yes, they sure do. Jumbo tried to turn around in time, but just wasn't quick enough, unfortunately. Panzer IV is going to continue moving forward, and this Jumbo here is going to be swarmed here by AT players. Tyranny, Yuka coming in. Rads over there to the left. Do they all have rockets? Jumbo gets one rocket on the P4. P4 is going to push forward. Jumbo takes another rocket. Panzer IV going to try to turn them a little bit. No! Oh, the Panzer IV dodges around. More rockets on their way. Rans gets one to the left, and the Jumbo 76 loses the fight. Oh. What fantastic teamwork there by the Raspberries to clean that up to the north. Very good plays there, buddies. Very good plays. Wow. 3 AT players and a Panzer IV versus one Jumbo 76. Who's going to win that? It's almost like a chessboard situation where you have a queen versus two knights and or maybe a knight and two pawns. A rook and two pawns. Let's say that. Rook and two pawns. Very good. Percante still over here to the rears. Did ping the garrison. The defensive Raspberries are swarming on in. Thief and Thunderbird do have the recon tank right here. Gandalf and GG looking to distract them maybe a little bit. But Baker's done a good job of hunting them down so far. Go check out. Oh, yeah. Percante was found. Percante's long journeys to the back line are not working out. Just we got to get like a garrison down here, buddies. First step. Let's get a garrison down here in F8. And then they'll allow you to trickle SLs up here to the north and just slowly bend this line on back. I think they're just trying to 9th Panzer Division is just playing a little bit too aggressive and trying to go for the big wham bam shabama play. And they just got to start small. Got to start small with a play down here. Same thing goes with the airheads. I mean, don't worry about a quick cap on the airhead. I mean, they're monitoring that. Exodus has been proven that they can pick up on those. Try to start small with the baby steps with the airheads and garrisons. That would be my advice at the moment if I was in the 9th Panzer Division command chair. Bombing run. Oh, Gorlami. Lukewarm Pickle. Able to clear my bombing run on its way. This bombing run is heading over into forward medical aid station at a nice angle, going up for these blueberries. Let's see how many it gets. It gets one. Okay, it just gets one. Okay. The Raspberries begin moving on in, though, from the south, east, and the northeast. Let's go take a look at them forward medical aid station. They've had pretty solid attempts before. .75 looking to offer some cap weight here inside. Rocket from Whittle sails right on in front of him. Under 42 minutes left. It's looking good for Exodus. They got a whole bunch of firepower coming on forward here. Looking for a big save wave to enter sector. We only got a couple blueberries outside of sector, actually. There we go. Okay, cap progress goes back in favor of the Allies. Rocket down below. Yeah, EXO comes close, but 9th Panzer Division able to bring back enough reinforcements each time to prevent a catastrophe. Tyranny. Jumbo 76 backing up. Recon plane going up through the back line. I think there's a supply truck on the front door. Supply truck? Oh, no, medium 75. Okay, medium 75. Try to swing around and get the P4. P4 is burning pretty badly. Lukewarm pickle. Snipes, snipes, snipes. Oh, guns down, lukewarm pickle. Bible Swan twisted. Warfighter. Gonna be just fine. Z-Fork is over there to the left to support. And the Allies about fully recapped for medical aid station. Airhead down there to the south on its way. No backline shenanigans. Threatening Hill 314 at the moment. Everything is locked down. The Raspberries do a fantastic job. Tonka inside the tents. Bobrovsk. Bobrovsk will just chill here behind the wooden crate. So nope, no. Gonna go over check out the other tent. See what kind of goodies they have in this one. Takes a shot in the hip, but says to himself, "'Tis but a flesh wound." Gonna take out a bandage and be just fine. Airhead will be landing. Yep, it just landed. Over here to our left, everybody. Airhead is right down below us. I hear grenades bounce a little bit short. Airhead stays alive for Exodus. Oh, it's just a little bit off. In the smoke. Noisy medic running up. Tank commander. Gonna gun for it. No, get shot in the back by Savvy. And the airhead for Exodus will be alive and well right outside the hard cap. There's a little spawn wave of raspberries. Riddle diddle. Lucas, Savvy, Lux, Sean. Oh my god, smash that. Rads. Rads on the MG42 support. No threats at all, so Exodus can pretty much commit everything to the attack. They just have item squad stuck around on the border up there to the north. And the raspberries begin to make their way inside, but we've seen this sort of pressure before, and 9th Panzer Division has been able to respond. SPA. Oh, okay, there's the SPA from the Allies. Unless that was the... No, SPA is still down to the bottom HQ. Must have been friendly. Supply truck up to the north has snuck around. General Rockpill. Can we see a big-time whammo garrison up there to the north, baby? Oh, man. General Rockpill over there on the border. Thunderbird. Thunderbird looks to be working his way on back. Did the supply crate get dropped? No supply crate. Looks like it's just a couple outposts. Thunderbird looks behind, continues on westward. Sunshiny end over here in the hard camp. Takes out Raider. Nah, it doesn't look like this is gonna... I thought that would have had like a supply box or something. Oh, no, there's a supply box. Supply... Okay, support drop. Okay, support drop. Camp Parker stalls on 4th. Tigers come back to help out a little bit. SPA round. Lands light by chassis. A-okay. And 9th Panzer Division responds yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Tennessee. Got a mine right there across the corner. Tennessee. Right through the tent. No! It's the mine. Oh, those tricky mines, buddies. Can come in so clutch. Was there anything in the tent that Tennessee could have wiped? No, tent's pretty empty. Another mine placed on the opposite side, though. Ready for any would-be raspberry that enters the area. Jones and Girolami building a little repair station for the Jumbo 76. The threat to the north for the blueberries has been taken out. One last one remains. Milk holding out inside of the strong point, but besides that, Exodus looks all good to go. Gandalf Spooner. G play up to the north with two SLs, Master Yoda and General Rockpill, giving that a shot. They're going pretty far out. I'll take a look real quick, everybody. They're coming in too close. Fox Squad, I think, hurt him. Top tier guy. Oh no! Best. And the Jeep attempt fails. Oh, was a good idea though. Two SLs in a Jeep, trying to swing around to the north. I know I know I said it before, but I think 9th Panzer Division just has to think about maybe some small steps here. They got to remember it's a long game, 32 minutes. They got plenty of time. Can come down to the south. Oh, it was a leaf. I thought it was a leg. But it's a long game. They just gotta come down to the south, get a garrison established over here to the bottom of F8. They could use the Jeep for that. Come around the border. Love Squad probably won't be able to see him. Who do we have right here? Commander Bracante coming around, but Love Squad may be able to pick him up. But anyways, just gotta get get a garrison established at least as baby step down here in F8. Move on forward to F6, and then leapfrog and push westward and clean all this up so that way your infantry could join you on this attack in a nice L shape around the front line. They're anxious. I know they're excited. They want to get in they want to cap that, but Exodus is playing too good of defense in order for a quick cap to really work out. Doing some quick repairs here on the Puma. 31 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. If you're just joining me, I'm your host tonight, Smithers, for this competitive hella loose matchup between EXO and 9th Panzer Division here on Mortain. So far we have seen one capture going to the Axis. And if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button real quick if you could, please. Besides that, EXO has gotten some pressure on for medical aid station, but each time, 9th Panzer Division able to respond and wipe it all out. They've been just fine. However, they haven't been able to really get much on Hill 314. Exodus has pretty much locked it down. Do see a little bit of movement here. Mike Squad and a couple blueberries. But overall, really, really solid for the Axis. Tiger burning down below. Looks like they had a deal with a Greyhound. Some marijuana plants down below. Panzer IV coming around. Deal with the 75, I believe. Panzer IV takes down one medium. Sails over there to the far right. Transport truck by Commander Percante. Remember, he's going to need a supply drop over here to the rear. Rocket to the back. And down goes the P4. Okay, a little bit of armor victories here for the Allies, but we do have another P4 down to the south. No, it's a Tiger. It's a Tiger. Anti-tank Frank doing some quick repairs. No P-strikes really since that first one that we saw. Panzer IV coming over here to the back of the Jumbo 76. Gets one round in. Oh no, the Jumbo doesn't know. Jumbo may turn too late, and the Panzer IV comes away with a heavy takedown. Man, it's a death phase. Just a two-person P4. Able to give the heavy a clap at a tap of the back. And that's the struggle with Mortain. You never really know where the enemy tanks are coming from. They can just appear out of nowhere. Sometimes rockets pepper the Panzer IV that gets engined. One more should do it. Does anybody have one more rocket? There we go. All the way from the left from Baum. And the front line continues to hold. Percante found back there. Looks, oh no, Percante's up there to the top, but he looks like he may have pinged the garrison. Not 100% sure. Nobody's moving back there, so maybe not. Friendly SBA. Kind of curious if Exodus is thinking about a little armor push. Got the Tiger down below, the loot. Feeling like ninth Panzer's doing a good job of. We do have a garrison down here for EXO. I'm kind of curious. They could just get SL and go to the east, maybe, to skirt along the map edge and come around. I don't know. Call me crazy. Luke takes a rocket, another one, and down she goes from build-up. Tyrannical mops up the raspberries that were in support. Ghost Q-Lit. Oh my god, smash that. And D's. Coming up from the south, and we feel this tight, or the slow pincer start to form. As we see a good ring. I mean, there are a few pockets of resistance. So, oh my god, smash that. Hits a mine over there in the middle of the hedge. It's such a random spot. Oh my gosh, probably couldn't believe it. Flaming Bear Wolf, Big Daddy Bimson. Q-Lit takes him out to the back. Flaming Bear Wolf. Nope. Holding there for the moment. Sees Q-Lit. Fires a few rounds. Unfortunately, Q-Lit may be a little bit too far away for the grease gun. Maybe pushing the upper limits of grease gun accuracy. And Big Daddy Bimson comes from the back and cleans it on up. Bracante's still lying low over there in F3. Now remember, Bracante's got to need a supply drop. And Thunderbird and the rest of the Axis defense have been all over with finding whatever the Allies pop back there. This jumbo gets collapsed right here in the open. Forward Medical Aid Station facing some more pressure. Bombing run called in over there to the west, heading north, or from the north down to the south. 75 rolling up. SBA lands and takes out a repair station over there to the left. The bombing run is going to get the garrison, and 9th Panzer will have still this garrison to the southeast, but their small points are becoming more and more limited. 2 tanks moving into the vicinity. Tiger still up here by this building. Another Tiger on the road. Panzer IV up there as well. Oh, Exodus's position looks really strong at the moment. 75 taking some shots here. Trying to move out of the way, maybe. Oh, but a rocket to the left from Tierney. Cleans him up good. Noisy medic. Takes out Tierney. But gets shot right in the back from Kessler. Rodriguez doesn't see Q-Lit. Another airhead called in. Supplies down to the south, airhead up to the north. So Commander Percante is hoping that the airhead distracts the defensive blueberry or defensive raspberries. And Thunderbird's going to have a decision to make. Let's see what happens over here. I'm just curious. These little micro engagements. Thunderbird. Conte waiting. Sees Thunderbird heading up north. Oh, Thunderbird. Oh, Thunderbird. Okay, maybe he may be marking the supplies. Okay, this is going to be a very interesting one. Oh. Shots go off for Brigante. Shoots him right in the back. Oh, my God. Thunderbird will relay that back, though. Thunderbird heads back to the redeploy screen. Airhead's going to land. And we got about 30 seconds on this timer. Remember that, everybody. Okay, here we go. It'll be around the 1940 mark. We'll see the first spawn wave, if anything. We should see a small defensive wave come off this garrison. Yep, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. Response is excellent. Very nice job. Plenty of firepower. 5 raspberries moving on in towards the airhead. Airhead's or recon flare's gonna go forward. The spawn. Ooh, man, no. The rocket comes in from Yuka and takes care of it. Brigante does get the garrison up. However, the raspberry response is unbelievable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 10 raspberries came in to defend that. And now they're all redeploying real quick. Very good discipline there by the Axis. Nice job, buddies. Garrison goes locked as the enemy is within 100 meters. And Thunderbird pre-marked those supplies, so he knows that it must be in this area. And it looks like it will not work out. Yeah, Thief and Thunderbird going to come over, and they will dismantle it. Brigante is going to head into the circle and just check things out himself. And dream of the day where maybe he gets at least one spawn wave off that area. Alrighty. 18 minutes, 45 seconds left to go. Remember, if you're enjoying the stream, everybody, be sure to hit that like button real quick if you could, please. YouTube places, with their recent algorithm changes, they place a lot more emphasis on the interaction that the crowd has during the streams and videos and everything. Versus before, I think it was more, well, at least for me, this is all speculation, of course. But now it's all about the likes, the chat, and how much people are chatting as it speaks to the interactiveness that your stream or videos promote. Sin pushes up here, comes along, and... oh no, doesn't jump you up. Baum on the opposite side. Baum wins the one. I mean, every time I look at the map, I think the situation looks dicey. The 9th Panzer Division is able to come back, but they're just, I mean, just nothing, fortunately, going on for them on Hill 314. All the momentum is with Exodus right now. Brigante almost had something there, but 9th Panzer Division's response, or EXO's response was fantastic. Plenty of backup to deal with that intrusion. And Thunderbird immediately called out that, hey, I got fragged in the back line. They're dropping an airhead. I need support. I need support back here, buddies. And that came back very quickly. Exodus committing some more bodies here. I mean, they got nothing to worry about there on Hill 314. Tennessee times 1 with the Car 98. Gonna load up the Panzerschreck here. No camp progress on Fort Medical Aid Station. Fires towards the tank. It's a side shot, I believe. Sherman's gonna fire back a few rounds. Tennessee jumps, looks for another angle. No, can't fit through there. Shot on Nad. Peeks around the corner, but doesn't last too long. 15 minutes. One tank over there to the back. It looks like my cursor did stop working, unfortunately. Noisy medic snafu, Kremlin Grim. Gonna back up here. Precision strike called in to forward medical aid station over here. Let's take a look. Coming in south to north, but the Tiger has pushed forward, unfortunately. As they're all the way over here. Yeah, and the precision strike will fall over there down the road. So Commander Bercante will go 1 for 2 on P-strikes, I believe. Let's go take a look at the poll real quick. You have the chance to go back in time and do one thing. Which do you choose? 1, be an aide to George Washington. Wow, 7%. Damn. I thought I would get a lot more. During the Revolutionary War and everything, and see how that all unfolds. Be a general in Caesar's legions. Okay, 30%. Knight during the First Crusade, 30%. And be a member of MI6 during World War II, 33%. Ah, yes, okay. Yes, being a member of MI6. You know, it's just probably one of the most interesting parts of World War II is just reading about all the secret operations that went on that people have no idea about. For example, that general that was kidnapped on Crete in 1944, I think it was, like April, May 1944, something like that. Lucas comes over here to the back. The blueberries down below. Gets obliterated, though, by artillery. Yeah, all those secret operations, the deception plans, especially around D-Day and Operation Overlord, to convince the Germans that they're not going to be landing, and there's no chance they're going to be landing at Normandy. Very interesting, all the different tricks that were pulled out. Not necessarily maybe attributed to MI6, but just overall, those secret operations that you don't always hear about. That played such a crucial role in everything that happened. Spy networks relaying information back, the double spies in Britain that were captured German spies, telling the Germans about what the British planned on doing, and really feeding them all the intel possible. Bomber coming on through here, but 9th Panzer Division still holding on. But yes, being a member of MI6, winning the vote as of right now, but we'll see how that fares by the end of the match. Yeah, those spy thrillers, man. You could just sense, I mean, the way some of them are written, you could sense just the thrill, not necessarily a thrill, but the adrenaline rush of being behind the enemy lines and being caught at any moment. It's the very thin line you skate on every single day, the very thin layer of ice. 75 trying to blast back the raspberries. Does Exodus finally have enough to cap this? Reinforce is about to expire. And EXO goes up 4-1 with a quick play on fit. They have a tank over there in the hard cap, but we do have a garrison on the border from 9th Panzer. Let's go see what the position looks like. Looks like we have a Luke's Modella time. I hate Mortain. Oh no, they go to the trench, but they're gonna get out. Almost. The Greyhound pushes it back down. Oh man, the Luke's was almost out of there, it looked like. I thought they had the momentum. Luke's tries to back up, try to spin the gun. Greyhound trying to get a back shot on in. Greyhound. Oh, I did not expect that ending. But the Allied tank comes in to help clean it up. Vengeance was not a satchel player. Sniper loadout was not. We don't have to worry about the jumbo. Warbrat Jones, Boss Socks. And now EXO will have a tremendous advantage with 10 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. As retaking forward medical aid station will be an absolute nightmare for the Allies. And Thunderbird, no doubt, excited to join his buddies up here on the front line. Look at Thunderbird, running with a big smile on his face. Moving on up here to monitor the back of forward medical aid station. Oh, except Thunderbird gets shot in the back from a blueberry up to the north. Looks like it was Master Yoda. 10 minutes left to go, everybody. Tiger down below, rolling forward to forward medical aid. Another Tiger over to our left, it sounds like. A little bit of camp progress, but it's pure. It was pure sector. Got a blueberry wave over there on the front line. Barcelone hears a grease gun, immediately pumps him with a Gewehr. Rocket from Yucca down below on a truck. Front line, though, is all formed and good to go for the Allies. Axis over there to the back, just have the recon unit. Jinja Squatch dies right next to Arrow. Panzer IV shifting around the back, but the 75 is able to intercept them before they get too far. See a little bit of push here on the front line. 9th Panzer may just decide to shove all the armor in. And whatever infantry support they got, no matter how few, in these final 7 minutes. Jumbo 76 stares out to the distance. Southern approach still looks okay, no real threat there. Rocket to the right, from Whittle. Whittle gets another one in. And Jumbo gets clapped. Oh! You know, I think Mortain has to be probably one of the least favored maps by armor crews out there. At least Allied armor. But man, there's just, you just can't ever, I don't think ever get really good intel on what the enemy armor position is like. And then these Panzer IVs have been swinging out of nowhere, it seems, to take these Allied tanks by total surprise. And this Panzer IV is just burning all these OPs on the border. I think that's number 3 or 4, the 3rd or 4th outpost they've taken down the past couple minutes. Five minutes left to go, everybody. Everything looks still solid. Very, very solid for EXO. And the blueberries. Oh, having a very tough time trying to get themselves back to 4th. The raspberry controls too much with the MG42 support and people like Tyrant. Well, as expected, we've seen the crazy armor plays on Mortain. And the struggles with the surprises all around. I mean, the other day on this map, we saw a Luke's and a Stewie pass each other. No one batted an eye. They just kept going their own ways. Recon tanks passing each other, transport trucks. A little bit of push to the southwest. Recon squad from EXO still hanging out in the back line. No doubt being a ruckus. Or no, being a huge nuisance. Sherman 75 rolls up. Look at it just smash medical aid station these last few minutes. Get over the sandbags. Rocket from Sinful Bambi. Cleans it on up, and the medium 75 goes Baba-Badooey. Brumbar has moved down forward to the middle. Now, I'm not sure that Brumbar is probably firing some rounds still. Tiger down below. Spectre, anti-tank Frank, and Sprite. No doubt feeling very good about their armor performance this matchup. And the Tiger may just push it straight into 4th because they know at this point, with the time remaining on the clock, they got we're playing with house money. And they may just throw in all the chips. And now the AT response from the Allies. Let's see what it looks like. Spooner coming around here to the left. Spooner with the bazooka ready to go. Spooner lines of one rocket. Gets to the side. Gonna line up another one, maybe. There we go. And the Tiger will continue pushing on to the circle. We got the Lukes and another Tiger coming in from the north. A little bit of cap progress started, but I don't think it's gonna be in time. Alrighty, everybody, that will conclude this one, and Exodus will come away with the 4-1 victory in this Winter War League matchup here on Mortain. As part of the, yeah, I already said Winter War League. Yes, that'll be it for my stream tonight. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to hit that like button before you take off. If you have any questions, go drop a comment below. And if you're interested in competitive Hell Loose, be sure to check out the Discord link in the video description, where teams both on the console and PC side are looking for recruits just like you. So yes, congratulations to Exodus with a pretty solid. I mean, there was really no threat. Lockdown defense to the rears. Hill 314 was all just perfectly fine for the most part. After the initial cap and box out, all the backline threats were dealt with in force. Didn't really at any point let them get too serious. And it looked all fine and dandy. Defensive SLs like Thunderbird are very critical to a team. Listening to the sky for those layer heads going off. Just making sure they don't miss anything. marking the supplies and where they's dropped, and then walking up to the garrison, relaying into command chat to say, hey, there's a pistol shots from here from Sid. Takes out Mastodon there from a distance, Acres and Bildo. Oh my! Great. That Greyhound puts it into that. And that's a way to end the match right there. That was perfect. Alrighty. Once again, congratulations to Exodus for taking home the 4-1. We'll give commends to Commander Perconte. At least he got that one peace train. But yes, and that will be it tonight, everybody. Yeah, let's see what level we're up to now. Let's take a quick look. I think we'll be at level 88, maybe? Let's see. Anybody give me commends? I don't think anybody did. Level 88, okay, yeah. Should get it to halfway, I imagine. Let's take a peek. Oh, no commendations. Okay. Rifleman level 10, though. All right, buddy. Well, thank you for joining me, and I'll have plenty of streams tomorrow. You can check out on my live page. I still have to post a few thumbnails, and then, of course, streams on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and on we go.